What's up, everyone? I'm Nick Cato.
And I'm Matt Harnig, aka Wildcard, aka Matty Light, aka Whole Family.
Yeah, all that stuff. But basically, this isn't podcast. This is nothing. This is just we're going to talk about a little bit of the Disney D23 event and we're going to answer an email that I liked reading. So it's a nice email. So I'll pull the email up first. Oh,
Getting your own dedicated video towards your email.
Also, podcast Reloaded is being moved to Thursday. FYI. Not that anyone watches, but when you do watch, it'll be then. So if you have a question, you can email us at livethroughgames@gmail.com like Chris did. Thank you. He said, "Dear Live Through Games, hi, my name is Chris. I stumbled on your video about Halo 5 being rated T by accident. Thank you for continuing to make content even though you guys aren't getting a ton of views. I know one view doesn't seem like much, but it really made my day. I was down, and it was nice seeing average Joes that remind me of myself making content. I will continue to watch your content and I subscribe to your channel.
Thank you.
My questions are this. What 5 games are you looking forward to the rest of this year? And what games or game series bundle would you like to see remastered for the new consoles?" So, out of the games remaining this year, what are your top 5 most wanted games?
You know, it's so funny, we get asked this a lot, but I still don't have a definite answer. That's why it always changes. So are we talking just definite release dates or possible release dates as well, or what? We want to just go cement?
Definite?
Just cement? Yeah. Alright.
What were you looking for that didn't have a definite release date?
I don't know, I just was...
Did I say Persona 5 that was 2016?
I know. I don't know. Maybe that was a dumb question to answer.
No. Well, I'm trying to think.
We'll just go 1v1, we've won. 1v1, we've won.
Alright. Yeah. Let's see. Yes.
My number... Well, I'm not going to do them in any order, because I can't honestly name them. But my number 1 game, and I guess I'll say it right now since technically it's not out, Phantom Pain, obviously.
Okay.
Metal Gear. Solid. Phantom Pain.
I'll try to go in order. Star Wars Battlefront.
Well, that's another one for me. We're always going to be pretty similar.
Probably.
Battlefront is one for me, too.
Then after that, probably say Mega Man Collection.
I guess I'll go in my order, too. I'm going to say Battlefront first, too, because though I'm excited for it and it blew me the way the most at E3, it's EA. And EA has a way of
ruining
everything. My second game, Phantom Pain's not going to be my second game. Phantom Pain possibly be my first. The only other one I can think of. But my second one... I'm going to probably go with... I'm trying to think of all the games coming out. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. It's like all I can think of is Halo, Phantom Pain, and freaking and Battlefront and Black Ops, but I don't even know.
Fallout 4 is there.
Yeah, Fallout 4, but I don't even know if I'm ready to get it yet. I know, shoot me now. I guess I'll say Fallout 4.
Alright, then I'll go number 3 for me, Mario Maker. Or Super Mario Maker.
God, Persona 4 dancing all night.
You're not even gonna buy it.
I'll buy it later.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd rather play those arena games first before I play that. Like, if they do backwards compatibility on that, then I might buy it. But I don't even think they give a shit about them anymore because they're not. I don't even think Persona 5 is coming out for Xbox. It's not. There's no way. It's gonna just come out for PS4. And they're like, well, screw you guys. We don't even care about you anymore then. But anyways, Are we just talking about the end of this year, or are we talking about going into next year?
Just this year. You said this year. So.
Oh, okay. God, why am I struggling so hard? I guess, I should have wrote this down before we started. I made this a little more
yeah. I can just finish up my list if you want.
Go ahead.
Alright, then my second game, Halo 5. And my first game, Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is going to blow my mind. It's going to be everything I want it to be. I'm probably just going to shut everything else out. I guess some honorable mentions, since Matt's still thinking.
No, I got mine. Mine's probably going to be Rainbow Six next. Rainbow Six next, Halo, then Phantom Pain.
Okay. Tomb Raider would usually be on the list, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to wait, because it comes out the same day as Fallout, and I have priorities. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
My honorable mentions, Nathan Drake collection.
And now I'm done with remakes. But, talking about remakes, his other question was, what game or game series would you like to see bundled?
Bundle-roo? To be honest, a bundle, they're making remakes for them a lot, but a bundle that I would like to see is I would like to get, like, all the SNES and Nintendo Final Fantasies in one bundle.
Like a Final Fantasy bundle? In?
Not all of them, that's
like
too much.
From 1 to 6?
I think 6. 6
was Super Nintendo.
Was it Super? Yeah, it was Super Nintendo. Yeah, so like 1 through 6.
Okay.
Just like all the old gen, like, you know, sprite-based ones.
I thought about it all. I'll have to copy someone. I heard, I wouldn't mind. I've heard people talking about, like, if Nintendo made a Mario bundle. Like,
they have.
From Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. To, like, Sunshine or something. Like, all the Mario games. Like, have,
I think you gotta kind of be more like I could see more.
Right, a 3D Mario bundle.
Yeah,
from I want Mario 64, Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2.
But see, believe it or not, you're gonna probably say, "Are you serious?" But for me, I liked Mario DS more than I liked 64. One, it's vamped graphics, and two, you got to play as more than just Mario.
Yeah, I owned it. That was the first DS game I ever got, but...
And it added more stars to it.
I hated that I didn't have a joystick.
I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could play that on like your 3DS and have a joystick now, so I'm sure it would be different. But anyways, that's what I'm just saying, like, that one I liked more on there. Plus, believe it or not, played surprisingly a lot of the multiplayer on that. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, like whenever you let me borrow your DS and play it, there was like two kids who played it all the time on my bus, and I would play with them.
That's cool.
I never even talked to them. I just said, "Hey, can I join your guys' game?" And they're like, "Sure." And like that was all I ever said. And then I just get in their game, and we'd all like you could get like the hats to turn into the other guys because you start out as Yoshi, and then you can get the stars, and you just gotta get more stars than them. It was a stupid fun game, but it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Hope that sufficed your email. I'm sure that's the wrong grammar, but whatever. I don't really care. So I guess we'll move on to some of the Disney D23 highlights that I can think of off the top of my head.
We could also talk about what we think we might hear about, or what we're excited to hear about.
I think it's over.
No, because they haven't done Kingdom Hearts yet. Or
they already talked about Kingdom Hearts. They announced.
But they said that there was going to possibly be a trailer, and also it's D23. August 23rd hasn't even come yet. That's when it was supposed to happen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's over.
I don't think so. Maybe it is, and maybe I'm just stupid. But I could have swore I remember reading, and they said that they were going to have more than just that. I heard they were going to have Civil War story, Civil War trailer.
They already had that.
They only showed. They didn't have.
They're not going to. They did have footage. They're not going to show it to the public.
Why not?
Because it's just for the people who went. Coolest moments from Disney D23.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just stupid. But okay. Well, then we'll just talk about what we know.
There we go. Maybe this will help. No, oh wait, never mind. My Wi-Fi is having problems today. So. 23 top 23 moments. Don't give a shit about that. Don't give a shit about that. there we go. Here's the first thing. Star Wars Land is coming to Disneyland and Walt Disney World, Orlando. The Disneyland will begin construction in 2017, and there's no date for Disney World for when that's going to start getting constructed. But it's going to be 14 acres for each of them. There's going to have like a few rides. There's going to be like some of the rides are going to be linked into the new movie. There's going to be like a Millennium Falcon ride, and the thing I'm the most excited for is there's going to be the Mos Eisley Cantina where you can like get drinks and shit. So this is my fucking dream come true. Like, if you don't know, Star Wars is my favorite thing of all time. There's two things that have like changed my life, like that are entertainment wise. Star Wars, one of them. Harry Potter is the other. So I already got my dream Harry Potter park. Now I'm getting like my dream fucking park. I can't wait to get drunk off blue liquid.
Blue milk?
Blue milk, yeah. I guess. I don't know if that's really called that, but
no.
Blue something. I'm gonna get drunk off blue goo, and I'm so excited. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can only imagine all the stuff that's gonna be there. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I love Star Wars. It's definitely one of my favorite things of all time as well. I always said that if I could be anything, like fantasy wise, so I'd want to be a Jedi.
You know, you can't have sex, right?
Luke fixed that in the extended universe.
That's not canon anymore.
Oh, it's
canon. My god.
Then I'll be Luke, and
That's
I'll
why
change
I'm
that.
be a Sith.
Okay, you can be a Sith, and I'll kill you, and then you'll wind up, being a blood-soaking
that
murderer.
doesn't sound very Jedi-like, killing little
I'll have to end you.
Only a Sith deals in absolute, man. So you're a Sith too.
I'm so sorry.
But anyway, we'll move on, I guess. Some other attractions. They said there's Toy Story Land coming. That's like a Slinky roller coaster. It's gonna be fucking baller because Slinky's a badass. I like Toy Story. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies. Probably my favorite Pixar movie. So that got announced.
I don't know. I think Shrek's my favorite.
Is that Pixar? That's Universal.
DreamWorks then made that.
Yeah.
Fine. Whatever. Then yes,
Toy
Story.
And then they also announced there's like an Iron Man experience. I'm not really sure what that is, but that's coming to a Disney park. And there's Avatar stuff coming to Animal Kingdom in Orlando, which will be cool. I'm trying to think. Some Force Awakens stuff. They announced that the director of Jurassic World, whose name is for some reason escaping my mind, is going to direct Star Wars Episode 9, and they still don't know who's going to direct Episode 8. So
I thought JJ was on both.
Nah, he's not. I thought he was, but
Trust
only
me.
on 7.
They'll give him that money.
I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to do it. Maybe he just wants to get it rolling and then move.
But you gotta think, if he becomes that dude who fixes the Star Wars universe and makes it to where everyone's happy with it again, he's gonna want, and then Disney gonna throw that paycheck out. Why would you not want to be a part of that legacy?
Well, if this one's great, I can see why I just want to walk away and be like, yeah, I did it later. But
then there's always gonna be that, oh, JJ just would have stayed, then those movies would have been great.
yeah, there would. And I'm sure he'll be excited about that. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I can't fucking wait. Then they revealed the first Star Wars poster that had John Boyega's character with a lightsaber, so that basically confirmed he's going to be a Jedi, which is awesome. And
Kylo Ren or whatever his name is.
Kylo Ren's on it too, yeah.
Hearing some rumors, but I was watching Colin and Greg's show. Shout out. Kind of funny. But anyways, they were talking about all the Star Wars stuff. And apparently a lot of theories from what they were reading, I don't know for sure, so don't hold me to it. They're saying that they think there's a possibility that could be Luke.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So that's not going to be it. So they're not going to fuck with a character like that, especially Luke, whose whole thing was he turned to the dark side and came back to the light. So that's not going to happen. So
well, that didn't happen.
Especially because
the whole you're talking about the whole thing with
no, in
Sidious?
Episode 6, yeah, he's the only he was turned to the dark side. He was chomping at Vader, and then he turned himself back to the light side. So they're not going to turn him to the back, and especially because they said that Kylo.
Well, I mean, that's kind of. I don't know. They did it in the extended universe. He went bad.
Oh well, that doesn't exist.
He became the apprentice of Darth Sidious.
Well, that doesn't exist though. So.
Well, I'm just saying.
Much to my dismay, because who was my favorite Star Wars character?
They might do it because he didn't meet his wife until he was a Sith.
You mean two Sith guys get married?
I'm just saying. I mean, they might want to keep some of that stuff in there.
I don't know. We'll see. I doubt it, but it's a good fan theory, I guess. They're not going to fuck with Luke like that.
Plus, also the other thing is the guy's like obsessed with Vader.
Yeah.
So everything Vader. So maybe I don't know.
He's not obsessed with Darth Vader.
Maybe he might be like wanting to feel like something might have struck him, and he's like thinking he wants to be Vader again.
Darth Vader's body, but now I'm going to go get my dad's fucking face mask off. No, it's not going to happen. Sorry to hurt all of your guys' hopes, but no, Kylo Ren is not going to be Luke Skywalker.
You don't know that.
If he is, I'll eat my words, but I'll bet like $100 on that. But
another thing is a lot of people think like Han or Luke's going to die within the trilogy.
Yeah, I can see that. I doubt Luke would.
I could see Luke dying more than Han.
I don't know. Maybe. The thing I'm curious about is if that chick is Han's daughter.
I don't know. They never gave her actual name for it.
I don't think so. I don't know. But
I just hope it's not. I just hope it's nothing like crazy. Like, oh, it's the daughter he never knew. Like, they are already past that. Like, they already did that shit with Luke and Vader and all that stuff. I just hope they don't try to carry on with that kind of stuff. And like, Han didn't know that was his daughter. Lo and behold, that was his daughter. And like, I mean, there's no way they could do that.
Well, I'm sure that he knows it's his daughter,
but then again, that whole thing, he's married to someone else. I don't even know that.
I'm sure that will be resolved. But I guess we'll get to some video game news coming out of it. Kingdom Hearts specifically. 2 Kingdom Hearts news things. One of them is Kingdom Hearts will be in Disney Infinity 3. Sora's Keyblade will be in it.
That's clutch.
The players unlock Disney Infinity figurines in the Hall of Heroes will unlock the Keyblade from Square Enix Kingdom Hearts. And
so you're actually allowed to get like one of the little Sora's figurines and play with it as
I don't know if Sora's going to have a figurine, but there may be like a Keyblade.
I thought that's the whole point you're supposed.
There may be like a Keyblade you can use or some shit. I don't know.
That's cool.
I will be buying the Darth Vader and the Han Solo and the Boba Fett figurines. Unfortunately.
Why don't you just buy a better statue of them?
Because that's $12 as opposed to spending like $50.
You could find a pretty decent one for like $20.
I can find tons of amazing things, but I'd rather just have the little ones. And they're good size.
You can find a little one for cheap.
I don't know.
And they probably look more
I'll support
non-cartoony.
We'll see what happens. There's one Boba Fett statue I want that's like $200, but I'll never spend that. Then the other Kingdom Hearts news, Big Hero 6 is going to be a world. I still really want to watch that movie badly. I never got around to watching it. I keep telling myself I'm going to rent it, but I never do. And then there's a few other like movie news, like Toy Story 4. Pretty sure got announced it was coming out.
I don't know
excited about that.
I guess yeah.
Cars 3, Incredibles 2, something else. I don't know.
A lot of
something else.
Movies.
A lot of Pixar, which is good. And I guess the last thing we can talk about is the Darth Vader PS4 bundle. You can either get the bundle with the special Darth Vader controller as well. You can get it bundled with Disney Infinity, or you can get it bundled with Star Wars Battlefront, and it has a code for Super Star Wars Racer, and Star Wars Bounty Hunter, I'm pretty sure it was, all with trophies and stuff for PS4. So I want that Darth Vader PS4 and controller so badly, but not bad enough that I'll trade my PS4 in. No, it's one of those things like where I see it, I'm like, I want it, but I'm not going to spend like fucking $400 to get it.
You're not bold enough.
I'm not. Even as much as someone I love, like Vader. I love
God, what if they made a Boba Fett Xbox?
Nah, I wouldn't. Same thing. It's one of those things I look at and be like, God, I love it. But no. Right now, Darth Vader is my
What
favorite
if the
Star Wars
thing that they did is they brought up a holocron like thing, a hologram type thing, where like the Xbox button is, and it's just Boba Fett caressing the girl's cheek.
I'd have to do that. Then that's worth $500. That's far more technology. Well, Xbox 350 now, so that's worth more than that with that kind of technology. So yeah, I would do that. But Darth Vader is my favorite Star Wars character right now because they erased the expanded universe. So I just have to accept that Boba Fett is just a bamf who caresses chins.
And fell in the Sarlacc pit. And we
Look it up.
Disney
has said he is neither dead nor alive.
So he's a zombie.
No, so they don't know what
zombie.
So what I'm getting at is he's kind of like Mega Man. He's just frozen in stasis. They don't know what to do with him. So, oh God. So all in all, I'm very excited for everything Disney's doing. Disney is now my favorite thing now. You've been my favorite theme park, even with Harry Potter. Now they got Star Wars Land. Fuck out of here. You're my favorite park. You have like my favorite movies. You own my favorite IP ever. I love you, Disney. You do good things.
Except jack your prices up to $100 for a ticket whenever you're not worth that because you know you have more money than you know what to do with.
I will be there September 19th for my B-Day. I'll be there. My birthday is not on September 19th. But I will be there because it's a Saturday. And I'm going for my birthday and I'm going to get Mrs. Potts soft serve chocolate ice cream. It's the thing I do. I'm going to get it. Every time I go to Magic Kingdom, I get it. It's the best fucking ice cream I've ever eaten. I'm going to get that.
Is that from
Mrs.
Beauty
Potts?
and the Beast?
Yeah. Mrs. Potts ice cream.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
I'm sorry, what?
This is why I wanted to watch the movie recently.
Yeah,
Don't you
Mrs.
remember
Potts
this shit?
ice cream.
Yeah,
if you're going to Disney World, if you're going to Magic Kingdom, I'll break down what you need to do. You got to get one of those big ass turkey legs that's obviously just
that you
covered
can get
in
at
this.
any other.
I'm just saying what you need to do. You need to get that while you're walking around seeing all the exhibit shit. Hit up everything. Don't just hit up fucking the theme rides. Everything's good. So you got to go to the start of the right. You got to go through the middle, town square, do all that bullshit. Go to the shops. Then you go to the right, and make your way around the circle. You go to Tomorrowland first. Hit up Buzz Lightyear laser tag. There's some not Shrek. Who's the fucking blue guy? Stitch. Stitch ride, you can do that. And there's the Carousel of Progress, which is probably really fucking boring for people, but me and my dad fucking love it. We always do it. Then hit up Space Mountain, obviously. Then you can go around, I think it's Frontierland? I don't know, I think that's all left. It's been a while since I've been to Disney World. So just hit up everything, or if you go to Epcot, just eat your way around the fucking thing like I do.
Well, I'll be doing it in December.
I usually put on like 2 pounds, like 3 pounds, something like that. Crazy. When I go to Epcot, can't wait. I love you, Disney. I'll probably post pictures of myself at Disney World. If you follow me on Twitter at Katostrophic, which I'm sure you already are.
Follow me home.
Is there anything else you want to add, Matt? Or shall we conclude this video?
Want to do a random topic? You got one? You didn't do one.
I did do one.
You did?
Yeah, I said, should we, you're the only one who didn't do one. No, was it Walt?
I did the Pokemon one.
Oh, I did should we preserve games, older games.
I guess
Walt.
I guess we'll save it for when Walt's there.
I don't know. How much? There you go. Here's a random topic. How much do you think that Nintendo PlayStation console that they found is worth?
Oh, what? Who? Ha?
I didn't hear about this. This was like one of the biggest news. They found the holy grail of gaming. This guy found the Nintendo PlayStation.
Like a Nintendo.
How before PlayStation jumped in the market, I figured you would know this, but before PlayStation jumped in the market, they were originally going to make a CD add-on for Nintendo.
Yeah.
But Nintendo fucked him over and partnered with Philips, so PlayStation just went on and made their own thing.
Yeah.
But they already had prototypes.
Oh.
So someone found the Nintendo PlayStation.
Wow.
Box, and it's like the SN. I'll pull a picture of it. It's pretty baller. No power cords or anything, but there's a cartridge and like a disc there. How much do you think it's worth?
$1,000.
$1,000. That's it. There's cartridges that are worth more than that. There's cartridges that are worth like $20,000.
Yeah, but you can't play it. So
I know, but it's like the holy fucking grail of shit.
So you're saying that I could buy a Super Nintendo or an N64 and a PlayStation 1 for cheaper, then I'm going to get this.
Well, it's not anything. Like,
I mean, that's cool.
it's a holy grail.
Wow.
I would say this is worth upwards of like $100,000. Because there's like rare game cartridges that are only like 50 of them in the world that are
How
worth
would he
like...
be able to get it? He had to know someone.
Yeah, the story was this guy like Olaf. Was his dad's friend, and they think it's like the Olaf that was like the head of Sony at the time or something like that, or head of some company.
Is this in America this guy got it?
Yeah, and they said, or Japan or something, they said throw everything out. But the guy just took a box home and just took it. So there's probably maybe at the most like 2 of these in the world. So that is the holy grail of gaming.
Japan, though.
Yeah, something. I don't know. That's the holy grail of gaming. I'd say it's worth $100,000.
I don't see how it's the holy grail of gaming, but...
Because it's like the console that never happened. That everyone's like, holy shit. Because they're both so big now, and could you imagine like how different the landscape of games would be if that came out? Would Xbox have went in? Probably not. They like Microsoft jumped in because they saw Sony. Because at the time everyone was like, "Why the fuck is Sony making a system? They make like Walkmans and stuff." So that's their success is partly why Microsoft jumped in. And think of every PlayStation game that could have possibly been in the Nintendo library. Like Final Fantasy VII was supposed to be for Nintendo 64, but they wanted a disc. Squaresoft wanted like a disc based. Because they can't fit it on a fucking cartridge, so they said, "Fuck it, we're going with Sony."
Oh yeah, they went ham. They had 3 discs on
all
that one, and then they went higher.
Yeah.
Was there ever? There was never. N64 never made a 2 cartridge game. I think the biggest game they made was Donkey Kong 64, and they had the memory pack thing that you had to get with it.
I'll never forget because I went like straight from a Genesis to an N64, so.
God, there's so much of a leap.
Is it? That's the same. That's like the next console cycle.
I don't know.
Genesis and SNES.
Well, I think N64. That's Dreamcast around time, right?
No, Dreamcast was '99.
Oh.
N64 was '96.
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, and then
N64 was PS1 and N64 for me.
And then I remember Jared had a PS1, and I was like, "Oh, those are these fucking discs." Because all I know is cartridges. I didn't know.
This one, I want to slap Jared more than anything because he had all the right systems, but didn't like the systems.
No, like I wanted to slap James. Like when I found out, because I was very young when I played Genesis. Like I would consider my childhood system an N64 because I was like 6 or 7 when we played it. So I actually like don't remember shit. But our like Genesis was the first game I played. Like around when I was like 4 or 5. And apparently Jared had an NES. But James, and he had Mario. He had some Mario game and stuff, and James said they played it, but they just preferred playing Sonic. And I was like,
some people have their preferences.
I know, I was sitting there.
I mean, at that time, Sonic rivaled Mario.
I know, like Genesis rivaled us, but they said that they also want to play because the Sega Genesis was graphically superior, which it was because SNES was with that. But I was sitting there, I was like, I could have played Mario when I was a kid. I was like, I could have played it.
But you, being a little kid, I bet you probably would have followed James.
Probably. I never knew.
And then look at it that way. Then you would have probably slapped yourself in the face and be like, why did I not like this?
Because it's funny, because I like fell in love with Nintendo after N64. And I just, when I was a kid, I really didn't know a Super Nintendo or Nintendo even existed. I really thought there was only a Sega Genesis. Until around N64.
But there's so many.
I'll never forget. Like I said, the first NES game I ever played was Mega Man 2. And my friend Robert Webb's
house. I always thought though, Sega Saturn or Sega CD, that was like the thing I thought tried to contend with N64.
No, that was just an add-on. The Saturn was the N64 thing, the Sega Saturn.
And that's when
and they didn't know that 3D was going to be the new thing, and they made it for like super 2D shit.
Yeah.
And then they tried to throw 3D in, and it sucked, and everyone realized that the PlayStation and N64 are way better. But I remember the first time I saw an NES. I'll never forget. I went over, I think I was, what was I, like fucking pre-K or something. I don't even fucking remember what day. I was like 5. And I went over to my friend Robert Webb's house. Sorry for using your last name. I doubt. If you somehow are watching this, what up, dude? been like fucking 19 years. But we were playing the Yoshi Island N64 game, and off in the fucking corner there was the NES. I was like, what the hell is this? And he was like, their first Nintendo. He was like, my dad liked it. And I was like, oh shit, what's that game? He was like, Mega Man. And I was like, oh, I actually heard of that. So we plugged it up and we played it. And every time I went over there, I played Mega Man 2 and 3. That's all I played when I went over there. Like, he just played N64 and I just played NES and played Mega Man. So that was my first Nintendo experience.
My first game I ever acknowledged was Sonic 2 myself.
Me too.
But the systems I grew up more with, like, eventually my Sega went to my grandma's house, and like that was like what I played when I was at my grandma's house.
N64.
But my Super Nintendo was with me and Corey, I mean, we played, you know, we missed out on a lot of games. Like, I didn't know about Zelda. Metroid. I didn't know about Super Metroid. I didn't know about I did know about Castlevania. I didn't play it, but my brother Corey played it, and my mom played it. But so yeah, my mom loved that game.
Super Castlevania 4?
No, she played the NES version of it. She loved that game.
I'm going back and playing all these older games. I basically played every core NES and SNES franchise.
But believe it or not, another thing that was also big gaming for me that I'll never forget, and is still my favorite, one of my favorites, if not my favorite, childhood game when I was growing up was Doom. I mean, I played PC gaming back then, and I was like 7, and I was playing this, I know. But, I mean, I played PC gaming too. Doom was my shit.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I played Mortal Kombat. I see, while all these guys were over here fighting about Super Nintendo and freaking Sega Mortal Kombat. Oh, I got the blood cheat. I didn't have to worry about that shit. I played on the PC. I had the controller and everything. I was like, wait, there was a game and then I remember I had it on Sega. I was like, why isn't there blood on this? Why can't I do the fatalities? This is stupid. And I like threw it away. But I had it on the SNES. No, I had it on SNES. SNES was the one that you couldn't get blood on it at all.
Genesis,
you could put a cheat. Yeah, I had SNES. And I was just like, what the is this shit? And I just like threw that out and I just kept playing on the PC. So like, that was my shit. And I was it's so funny because the guy that everyone remembers the fatality for was Sub-Zero, and that's who I played. That's who I played, and that's the fatality I wound up figuring out by mistake. I just by mistake did it. I couldn't even tell you what I pressed. I just pressed something that I thought was it, and I did it once, and I'd always do his fatality, and that's why I played him, because I knew his fatality. But yeah, so I mean, PC was big. Super Nintendo definitely was my biggest console I remember growing up with. PlayStation 1 and Super Nintendo. PlayStation 1, I wasn't old enough to really appreciate JRPGs. Like, see, for me, JRPGs isn't something I really appreciated until not too long ago. Like, it's something I really appreciated.
Huge, you know.
Like growing up, like not until I hit about high school, like maybe freshman year, sophomore year, I started to appreciate. And still, I didn't beat Final Fantasy VII until last year in Orlando. I never beat it and really appreciated it. I've gotten far in it, really far, but I never beat it. And then, like Final Fantasy IX was another one I got very far in and I never beat. I just never got around beating them. Just like I'm biting myself in the freaking... I just can't believe I didn't finish 10. I'm going to finish 10 eventually. God damn it, I will buy that something on PS4 or on my Vita and beat it. But, yeah, so and then, I mean, the only ones that I really played, and as many times me and Corey ran a Chrono Trigger, I more or less watched him play it than I'd actually beat it. And like, so, I don't even think Corey ever beat it on the Super Nintendo. I don't think he finally beat it until he was on PS1. Because he wasn't like, we were young, and he didn't understand like how good potions were back then. We never used to use them. But, so stuff like that. I mean, those games, believe it or not, especially because we were young and those games are, I mean, come on, let's be serious. Super Nintendo and all those games, systems were way harder to play than those games
are ridiculously hard.
Yeah. So, but anyways, I know I'm rambling on nostalgia, but...
It's a great thing.
The Super Nintendo, possibly my favorite system. I still give it to PS3, PS3, Xbox 360. I consider them both. It's hard for me to choose between the two, but that's only because I feel like that was the systems that was like, okay, money's no longer a problem for me. I can buy anything I want.
Yeah, mine's still PS2, which is sitting right behind you. Now I've basically went on. And I've written the wrongs of every game I've missed. Like, I've basically now played all the NES games you need to play. I've played all the...
There's still quite a few you need to play.
I actually looked it up. NES? I played a lot. I played...
Oh, NES? I thought you were talking about Super Nintendo.
Then Super Nintendo, I'd say I'm, like, more than 3/4 done with the main games. Like, I probably need to sit down with Mario World a little more than I have. Play some of the Super Castlevanias.
If you never buy that game, I will play it, or I will sit there and show you where every secret is.
No.
There's never, like I said, there's no game in this world I have beaten to hell more than that game. And that is the biggest accomplishment to me, because I did 0 lookups, 0 cheating, nothing. I played that game so many times, I found every secret, every thing there is to know about that game. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not these guys who can go in there and play a level of freaking, like the ones that they made where they hacked the game and like make these ridiculously hard levels, and like some of these guys from Japan who just destroy it. I'm not gonna. You're gonna play, and you're gonna probably be like, "Nah, you should be dominating these things," and I'm gonna be like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been watching like the guys on IGN and like the dudes like Tim and Colin playing it and all that stuff, and I'm like laughing, like, really, you guys are that bad? No offense, but I'm just saying, I think I'm a little bit better than that. I mean, I've just seen some of these guys on IGN and stuff.
I saw some of those levels. I would not be able to beat some of the levels that they beat.
Dude, you don't even like run when you freaking play.
Yes, I do.
Yes, no, you don't. I watched you play.
I do.
And I'm like, why aren't you holding that button down?
But basically, to right my wrongs, all I have left is PS1. And for some unknown reason, I've like forgotten that PS2 is backwards compatible. Like, I was sitting there, like, I wanted to borrow a Chrono Trigger, which Corey said is here, apparently. And then, I didn't see it in the closet. But I was like, God, you don't have the power cord with PS1. I was like, wait a minute. I was staring at my PS2, I was like, wait a minute, I can just play it on this shit. So I can just buy all the fucking PS1 games I need on Amazon. And I'll be good. The first one I'm going to play Symphony of the Night.
Thing that we need to do is...
Oh, I may as well.
Does the capture box work on the Wii?
Probably not. I think we need an HDMI cord.
You need to buy Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario Bros. Super Mario World on your thing, and we need to do a me and you Let's Play on that.
No.
And I'm talking, no more bullshit, Nick. We're gonna sit the fuck down. You're beat that game. Just like you sat the fuck down with me and beat Mega Man 2, you're gonna beat that game.
You know what?
You're gonna say, Matt. You're gonna say I've beaten Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Bros. 3, and I've beaten Super Mario World.
I've gotten very close to Super Mario Bros. 3. I got to like the last world or something, and then something happened. I think I gave you the Wii back or something. But
we're gonna fix that.
Here's the other thing. I also wanted to challenge. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, Walt's computer sucks ass. In the Rocket League challenge, I think he broke it on purpose. He doesn't want to play me. We can't capture PS4 for some reason. It flickers and shit. So what I'm thinking about doing is just sort of what we did for our first Smash Bros. Tournament. Matt can be there and sort of just film the room. And you'll know who wins. Obviously it's going to be me. I'm going to whip his ass. And then Mega Man, I'm a little worried about Mega Man. Like, Matt called me out foolishly for Mega Man Legacy Collection Challenge modes. If that doesn't work, we can just do Mega Man 2 Challenge or something. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look into investing in a capture box and put the software onto my computer, which doesn't suck ass.
The thing is, too, is if I do move in here, I'll go halvesies on you with it.
That's fine. Yeah. I think the Walt's capture box is like $100-some, but I may want to get a little better one. But especially if you're going halvesies. But yeah, so you'll see me whip Walt's ass in Rocket League soon. You'll see me body Matt in Mega Man soon.
But you haven't heard him call me out on a game he knows I'm good at. I'm just saying.
There you go, fucking Mario.
Where's...
When we do our list.
There you go.
No, don't worry. We'll have your call out, don't worry.
I'm just saying, Nick, you're the one being a coward right now. Everyone's calling you out, but you ain't calling anyone out.
I'm about to call James out. He found out what the game is.
Well, then call him out right now.
I'm making
Make this
a special video. once my last prop comes in.
How did he find out?
I fucking took a picture of me playing Street Fighter 5, and I forgot my fucking N64 cartridge was sitting on my table. And also, we figured it out before that because they were out at a bar drinking, and this kid started bringing up like wrestling games. And he's like, "I used to play WrestleMania 2000," and then he's like, "Oh my god, that might be it." Sean texted me. He's like, "I think he figured it out." I was like, "No." Then he really figured it out because I was in the picture. But don't worry, challenges will be happening. More shit talk videos will be made. The one to James will be epic. The 22nd. See, I'm going for a 4-peat. I'm going to body Walt in Rocket League. I'm going to body everyone in fucking Mario Kart. I'm going to body Matt and Mega Man when that comes out. So that's going to be a 5-peat. I'm going to body everyone in the Madden tournament on the 24th. It's going down. I'm going to be winning that money.
God, someone take me on in Doom and see what happens.
I'm going to body everyone. But
I got to call out because the only guy I know else is going to get it. This is a long call out. But when Doom, the new one, comes out, I challenge Corey to it.
Alright, we're good. I saw some flashing. I was a little worried.
So, Corey Harnig, my brother, I'm calling you out to Doom.
See, don't worry.
Because he grew up with it too.
Whenever my prop comes in, I'm waiting for. I need a pair of sunglasses.
I guess we shouldn't really be calling out to any
I'm
people.
waiting for a pair of sunglasses because because when you film on that, your eyes drift to the lens right there, and you're like cross-eyed when you're doing it. But the shade's on it fixes all of it. So when they come in, they said it's gonna come in the 20th to the 22nd. I'm gonna make all my videos. I got one for your fucking candy ass calling me on Mega Man. Don't worry, I'll have my retort then. But
I haven't had mine yet. I only
call me out then, bitch. Make a video.
Well, you never give me the camera.
Walton, go ahead. You can bring it home after I get this video off.
And I don't know how to upload.
You can give it to me. I'll upload it.
No, because then it's not good.
It's pretty. I'll show you how to upload this video. Then I'll teach you.
Because I can't do it on my phone. Remember when we had all the problems with my phone?
I'll help Matt upload it. Don't worry, I'll teach you the tools of the trade, tricks of the trade, as they say nowadays. But yeah, we've rambled on enough about random bullshit. It's okay. D23, Disney's the shit. Chris, thank you for your email. It warmed my heart to know that
thank you.
The 7 views that we have, one of them meant something. So,
as long as we're touching someone.
That sounded weird. All right, we're touching
someone's game heart.
That's what we try to do here on Live Free Games. Oh yeah, also, one last shout out. There's no way in hell, I'll link you to it. Andrew Goldfarb of IGN. Thank you for replying to my direct message on Twitter about my journalism certificate. Helped me a lot. Hope to meet you in December when we go up for PlayStation Experience. Shake your hand.
Hopefully we go.
I'm going. But later guys, keep gaming.